So welcome back to our lecture, guys. So we'll continue our conditional statements lecture. And whenever we perform a task based on condition, we'll consider the first condition, which is called if statement. For example, if we have let's say a perfect weather, we can ask the statement through JavaScript to print out a specific condition, okay? And let's consider some question, like using let keyword, we need to declare a variable named sale. So basically, we just get some word, we'll write down true value, okay? So basically, what happened? Did I declare it? Did it sell to true value? No. So I will just think it out. Okay. So basically, it's case sensitive. Why? Because it should begin with lowercase, guys. Okay. So whenever we have a specific code, we have a block statement. Okay. I mean, if keyword conditions statement keyword, we have a parenthesis, which is have a code block statement. Yeah. And basically inside we can provide some specific condition and execute all the function. So let us create a specific condition. I will just create specific condition of sale. Okay. And inside it, I will just write console log. So cool. So I write down specific conditions similar to this one. I just put a sale, and I know that this sale is true. And yeah. So let's go ahead and think how we can make so was logged. So let's reassign this value. How we can do this? We should make it reassigned to false. Right now we have it's true. Okay. And right now nothing is printed. Okay. Cool. What if we have another statement which is not executed basically? Okay. So how we can check it and we can make it? So remember that we used an if statement that checked the condition to decide whether or not to run a block of code. And in many cases, we'll have code we want to run our condition. And yeah, so basically here we have if statement with specific condition, and we can have an else with different condition, which is executed in another statement, okay? So let's check it out, guys. Okay, cool. So I extended the function for it, okay? Comparison operators, guys. So what we can do with comparison operators, and when we write a conditional statements, sometimes we need to use different type of operators to compare values. So these operators are called comparison operators. And here is a list of some handy comparison, which you have a less than, greater than, less than, equal, greater than, and is equal to, and is not equal to, okay? And yeah, so what is happened when we just write down this kind of statements? Okay, we can make it a value true. Okay, so how we can do? Right now, we can just simply check a let function with, let's say, Okay, so basically I write down the function comparison operator. So I put here like specific operator when it's greater than 7. I write down the function that prints time to eat. And yeah, and then I just make an else function. And let's continue with that, guys. So we have logical operators, and how we can work with conditional. It means that we'll use booleans, true or false value. In JavaScript, there are operators that work with boolean values known as logical operators. So we can use logical operators to add more sophisticated logic to our conditional. And there are 3 logical operators, the and operator, okay? The or operator, the not operator, and otherwise known as the bank operator. When we use the and operator, we are checking if their function are true. And if we create like, let's say, or operator, we care about condition being true, okay? So for example, we have a like stoplight, which is equal to green, and there is no pedestrians. So we'll make a command which will be executed to go. And in another case, if we have a day which is equal to Saturday, and or day equals to Sunday, we'll execute enjoy the weekend. Otherwise, we'll print it like do some work, okay, man. So in our JavaScript, so we have to create something similar to that, okay, guys. How we can do that? I hope you're together with me are sitting in front of Codecademy and enjoying practicing. So let's do this, okay? So we have a mood variable and tiredness level variable. And here we want to make sure if else statement, okay? So mod is sleepy, okay? And tiredness is greater than 8. And if it's true, we will print out, guys, time to sleep. Else, we'll print so something is wrong with our question. So I should never forget, guys, semicolon, okay? So what is like, what happened with and? So I forget about double mode. Cool. So basically we're checking if it's like mood is sleepy and tiredness level is greater than 8. And since it's not so, it's printed not bedtime yet, okay? We can play and yeah, let's see what happens if. So it basically printed time to sleep. What if we play it here? So here we have some mistake on it, okay? Okay, let it go. So let's consider how in Boolean, non-Boolean data types, like strings or numbers, are evaluated when checked inside the condition. So here we have some, let's say, an example. We are declaring some variable which is called I exist, and if it's my variable is true, I will print my variable. If not, I will print the variable that is not true. So basically, which our values are like falsy, it is called when we have to evaluate to false when checked this condition. Like 0, empty strings, null, undefined, not a number. And here an example with numbers. So let's change the value of word count. So that is true C. So this value should be a still number. So okay, let's just put 1. Cool. So it basically printed. We have a word count, which is when it's true, it will print us great, you've started to work, and else it will print another word. And let's change the world. Let's say that is still string but falsy. What does mean like falsy value? So I just put it simple. Why it should not be empty value? Okay. Cool. So let us cover another stuff like truthy and false evaluations, which is open a world of shorthand possibilities. Say if you have a website and want to make a user's name to make a personalized greeting. Sometimes that user doesn't have an account, making the username variable falsy. The code below check like all this value and assignment, okay? So let user like name be empty space, let default name, and if username is like equal to username, else is equal to like stranger, we'll print default name, okay? And yeah, if you can combine this knowledge, we can use a shorthand for the code above, okay? So basically, let's practice on it, guys. I hope you're sitting in front of your account, and let's use short circuit evaluation to assign a value to write this all stuff. So what does like mean short circuit evaluation? So because like we have OR statements, check the left hand condition first. The variable default name should be assigned with actual value of username. And if it's truthy, it will be assigned the value of stranger. And if it's username, name is falsy. And this concept is called short circuit evaluation. So, okay, I will just make sure that I will understand what does like all this stuff mean. And I will try to assign all this value to, okay? How can I do it? I will just write here equal and write to, and I will quickly assign with a pen, okay? Got it? So this is like how it happens. And we just notice that the pen is mightier than the sword is locked to cancel, guys. It's locked here. And if we want to reassign the value of tool to marker, let's see what happens. Okay. So what happened? Nothing is changed, okay? The pen is mightier than sword. Here is the marker is mightier than sword, okay? So whenever we use this called short circuit evaluation, you'll find it, okay? So let's continue. Like it's not the last, but almost the last one is a ternary operator. In the spirit of using shorthand syntaxes, we can use a ternary operator to simplify an if-else statement. Take a look at this example, okay? We declaring is not name to true. And if it's this value is true, we print turn on the lights. If in another case, we'll print turn off the lights. So we can use all this stuff to perform the same functionality with this snippet of code, okay? So yeah, how we can do it? It a little bit will be messy. Why? Because I just want you to understand the concept, okay, here. And I will definitely share with you all this cheat sheet, okay? Are there like a video solution? So what happening right now? I'm trying to understand the solution, guys, okay? So if it is fine that you will not understand, but let's just have a look at, okay? So it's a little bit messy. Why? Because my internet is not stable right now. So let me just take a quick pause. Sorry. Let's check this question again. So right now we have a specific like condition with like is night time with question, console log, all the stuff. Okay, and how we can write down to use a ternary operator. Okay, guys. So instead of we have if, else, all the stuff, we should make it beautiful. Okay. Okay, cool. So first one is done. So basically it was like first expression, second expression, third expression, okay? And here we have between them like this kind of signs. Okay, question sign and semi and column, okay? Okay, let's do again with the second one. So yeah, how it can be done quickly. I will just delete all the stuff. Cool. And last one, okay? So we just clear it. Right now it's this way. Okay, so there is a problem with this one. I will try to fix it. Mm. Okay, so I get stuck and I just want to win. I want to know what was the mistake in my question. So, okay, so let me just check. This is my code and what is like was the next one code. So basically it was like simple. Oh, got it. So basically there was like some sort of I just tried to manually copy paste, but it didn't came up. Why? Because I should do all those stuff. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Okay. So we have an else if statements. So basically this is like cool exercise for you. Okay. Let's try to see it, how we can do this. Okay. So basically we have like what is written in our question. We have more conditions with an else if statement. And we know that else if statement allows for more than two possible outcomes. And you can add as many else if statements you would like to make more complex conditionals. So yeah, in this example, we have a lot of like statements which we declare, and we use like different stoplights and different commands within that, and multiple possible outcomes are available for that. And in this example above, we can make code inside and play with different executed code, okay? So here I will just copy paste the string. Okay, guys, and let me check how it will work. Cool. And let's add another string. Okay. And it's simple as was before. And yeah, and let's just, it's a fall, leaves are falling. Okay, cool. And another one is like we used, let's say, multiple values, and we handled with them each differently. So we can do another stuff with, let's say, switch statement. Okay. So before we do switch statement, we can play with that. And yeah, and it looks like simple when you just describe all the syntaxes which we have on it. Okay. So yeah, how we can do that, guys? Okay, so there is a little bit no question. So let me just check it. Okay, so I will just take this piece of code and try to make it. I will do on my own. Okay, guys, I will do on my own. And let's start with that. Okay, so right now I have a athlete panel position. Okay. So I will just write a switch statement, which I did it. Okay. So I will write the first case, which is called like first place. And I will try console log. You get the gold medal. Second case, I will just put second place, guys. And third case, I will just put cool. And after default, I should add this one, which makes like doesn't equal any value and no medal award. Okay, so God, so what happened? I forget a point, guys. I forget a point. Cool. Okay, so way to go. Let's review some major concepts. If statement checks a condition, you will execute a task. So, okay, we have an if else if statements, comparison operators, the logical and or operator which checks if both provided expression are truthy. We have a or logical operator which provides if either provided expression is truthy. The bank operator will switch the truthiness and falseness of value. And the ternary operator is shorthand to simplify concise if-else statement. And we also have a switch statement that we use to simplify the process of writing multiple else if statements, and break keyword stops the remaining case from being checked. So, okay, guys, thank you for today's lecture. Bye-bye.